Hello once again, welcome to our e-learning for today. And today's video we are going to discuss grammar part 1, and the topic are the following: adjectives and adverbs. Today is April 19, 2020, and here are the following materials. And if you are prepared, let's start our lesson for today. Let's discuss first the week 5 schedule. Please pay attention for this one. So in this week we're going to cover on grammar and spelling, and for today we are going to discuss two grammar lessons, adjectives and adverbs. And I want you to do the worksheet for today to prepare for yourself for tomorrow's Socrative assignment. And on Wednesday, we're going to continue grammar lesson part 2 and do some spelling activities. And the activity that you're going to be required with will be the required worksheet on Wednesday. So that's our week 5 schedule. Let's dive into the different types of adjectives and adverbs. First, let's focus on adjectives. So adjectives are it describes a noun or a pronoun. So when we talk about adjectives, it describes a noun or a pronoun. And an adjective answers three important questions: what kind, which one, and how many. Example here, we have happy song, these tables, 9 machines. So you can see here song. Song is a name, so this is not an adjective, it's a noun. Tables, it's a name, it's a noun. And machines, again, it's a name, it's a noun. So what song? So what kind of a song are you listening to? So is it a happy song? So as you can see here, it's circled. The word happy is actually an adjective because it describes a noun or a pronoun, and it's answering the question, what kind of song is it? Next, which one? All right. So again, we have here tables, and we can say these tables. So these is actually considered as an adjective in this type of phrase because it describes the noun or a pronoun, and it answers the question which one. Okay. And finally, the question how many. So we have here machines. How many machines do we have? We have 9. So 9 is an adjective because it describes the noun or the pronoun. So let's continue to some two different types of adjectives. So first we have the descriptive adjectives. This is the one that is really easy because we've been using this before when you were grade 4, grade 5, and grade 6. So any word that describes a thing, a place, or a person, a noun or a pronoun, it is called a descriptive adjective. So adjectives, most of the words that we use are called descriptive adjectives. So here are the following examples. Pink flowers. So pink is considered an adjective because it is describing these flowers over here. Next, we have beautiful dress. Beautiful is an adjective because it describes this dress over here. Okay. Next, the same with the word cardboard box. So the cardboard word is an adjective describing this word box here. Next, heavy weights, small animal, new car, and old car. As you can see, all these red fonts over here, or red words here, they are called descriptive adjectives because these words are describing a noun or a pronoun. Most of here are actually nouns. Next, we have different types of descriptive adjectives based on color, size, shape, taste, odor, texture, sound, number, and weather. So there's a lot of adjectives in the internet. So this picture that you're looking at right now is downloaded from the internet. So let's discuss some examples. So in under color, we can say black. So black car, blue car, coral, green, pink. So these are based on colors. So when you say colors, we are considering them also as adjectives. We can go also to size. It can be big, huge, large, little, short, tiny, small, something like that. In shape, we have boxy, oval, round, square, triangular. So any shape may do. Taste, we have bitter, sour, sweet, tangy, tart. For odor, we have flower, fresh, musty, salty, stinky, and so on and so forth. You can pause this video and read on your own. There's a lot of adjectives in the internet that you can find. So you can copy some of this in this image right now. Okay, so let's continue. Let's go to the second type of adjective that we're going to discuss today. We have also proper adjectives. So proper adjectives are based on proper nouns. So we've discussed before proper nouns. So it's a name of a certain or specific type of place, thing, or a person. So we have here, like example, Japanese students, American history, Korean film, French lessons, Mexican food, Ritz crackers. So as you can see here, Japanese, American, Korean, French, Mexican, Ritz, these words are what we call proper adjectives because these words are based or derived from proper nouns. Okay, so we can also say Qatari, we can say also Arab, we can also say Filipino, whatsoever. So there's a lot of proper adjectives based on countries or races. Okay, next, for the practice that you're going to do right now, let's do the practice number 1. So what are you going to do right now? I want you to pause this video and answer the activity right now. So what are you going to do? Underline the adjectives in the following sentences. So we have 5 sentences here. The first emperor of China was powerful. Kensuke painted the Japanese tree on the seashells. The old man loves to eat Mexican food. The round table was broken this morning. I saw few gold coins under my bed. So these 5 sentences, please find underlined adjectives. So pause this video and copy and answer right now. So if you are done, okay, let's go to the next slide so that I can show you the correct answers. All right, be honest. Please finish it first before you can continue. All right. So here it is. So here are the answers. Number 1, the adjective is the word powerful because powerful is describing the first emperor of China. So powerful describing the noun. Next, Kensuke painted a Japanese tree on the seashells. So Japanese is a proper adjective. So Japanese is modifying the word tree here. Next, the old man loves to eat Mexican food. So we have 2 adjectives here. First, the word old, which means describing the man here. And next, Mexican food is a proper adjective, okay, describing or modifying the word food here. Next, number 4. The round table was broken this morning. So we have 1 here, shape, based on shape, round, modifying the table or describing the table. And number 5, I saw few gold coins under my bed. So we have another 2 adjectives here, few, which means it's the number, how many, and gold, which means the kind. So few gold coins under my bed. So I hope you got the answers. Let's move on to practice number 2. Now you can use internet or your books or your dictionary to answer this one. This is quite easy. So I want you to write 10 adjectives in your notebook or in the worksheet that I attach if you want to answer that. So here I want you to write 10 adjectives. Please do not repeat the examples I already have given you. All right. So that's the first lesson for today, all about adjectives. I hope you understood everything. Let's go to the next activity, which is all about adverb. Okay. So what are adverbs? So most adverbs tell you how, where, or when something is done. In other words, describe the manner, place, or time of an action. So most adverbs modify verbs, adjectives, and other adverbs. So this meaning is in your reader's notebook. Many adverbs end in ly. You make these adverbs by adding ly or ly to adjectives. And take note, some words that end in ly are not adverbs. Some adjectives end in ly too. So what is adverb? So adverb is all about describing the manner, the place, or time of an action. It modifies other verbs, adjectives, and other adverbs. So let's go to the examples here so that you can understand clearly what I'm talking about. So here are the examples of adverbs. So you can see here in the first column, everything are adjectives. So kind is an adjective, happy, wonderful, loud, sad, beautiful, quick, and sweet. But if we add ly, okay, to the end of these words, we are going to convert them. We are converting them into adverbs like kindly, happily, wonderfully, loudly, sadly, beautifully, quickly, and sweetly. So all these words are adverbs. They describe or modify verbs, adjectives, and other adverbs. So kindly, happily, wonderfully, loudly, sadly, beautifully, quickly, and sweetly. As you can see, all of them are ending with the word with the suffix ly, 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 ly. All right, let's continue. So let's discuss more all about adverbs. So adverbs, it tells us how. So you can see here all how, where, when, how much, and with what frequency or how often an adverb can tell. Okay, so for example, how, quietly. So if you're asking how did he talk or how did he speak quietly, okay, how did he answer the activity carefully or slowly. So you can see how is he doing it. So that's the answer, how. So where, so it's a place. So above, abroad, far, away, back, here, outside, backwards, behind, below, and down. So what in what place. So if it's answering, okay, where did he find this this activity? I mean, you can say at back or at the outside of the house, something like that. So when it happens, what happens? So what day, something like that. So we can use now, yesterday, soon, later, tomorrow, yet, already, tonight, today, then, last year. So all about when. How much? Okay, quite, fairly, to, enormously, entirely, very, extremely, rather, almost, absolutely, or just. So how much, which means the level of things what you're discussing. For example, when you say hot, how much hot? You can say extremely hot, extremely cold, absolutely cold, just as much. Okay, so how much of that? Next, so we use this how much when we're using adjectives. How often, which means frequency. If you're doing it every day, you will use always. Not doing it every day, a few times only, sometimes, often, frequently, normally, generally, usually, occasionally, seldom, rarely, never. You've never done it before, you say never. Okay, so these are the examples of adverbs based on these questions: how, where, when, how much, and how often. So these questions are also based on the following kinds of adverbs, and we're going to discuss it right now. So there are 5 kinds of adverbs, and we just discussed them. So when you ask how, it's the manner. It describes in which manner an action is done. So it's the adverb of manner. We also have, it describes where an action is done. So we have where. For number 3, we have time. It describes when an action is done. That's the question is when. Frequency is how often. It shows how many times an action is done. And finally, number 5, purpose or reason. It describes the purpose or reason for the action. So the question is what reason. Okay, so next, this again based on the adverb of manner, place, time, frequency. All right, next, so we are going to answer this practice activity. I want you to pause this video and copy this 1 to 7 activities right now. I want you to find where is the adverb from 1 to 7. So she dances gracefully. Football has become popular in our town. Lamar shouts loudly. The old man smiled cheerfully. The traffic was moving slowly. The doctor speaks worriedly. And number 7, the early boss arrives at 6:50 a.m. So I want you to pause this video again and circle or underline the adverbs. Okay, if you're done, I will show you now the answers. Number 1, gracefully, as you can see, ly. In our town is a adverb of place. Loudly, cheerfully, slowly, worriedly, and early. So as you can see, most of them are ending in ly except in our town. Okay, so for practice number 3 that you're going to answer in your worksheet for today, I'm going to ask you to write at least 10 adverbs. This is so easy because you have books, you have the internet, you can find a lot there. Alright, so just answer 1 to 10. Okay, so what's the difference between adverbs and adjectives? For adverbs, let's focus on adverbs first. It answers the question how. Okay, it answers the question how. So how did she dance? Mary Shaw danced gleefully. Okay, it answers also the question where. So Mary Shaw danced in the rain. So that in the rain is an adverb. Gleefully is an adverb. And it answers the question when. Mary Shaw danced during the song. So during the song is an adverb of when. Now for adjectives, it answers the question how many. Okay, so how Mary Shaw sang several songs. So several songs, so how many? What kind of that song? Mary Shaw sang a beautiful song. And which? Mary Shaw sang the most famous song. So as you can see here, famous, most famous, beautiful, and several. These are examples of adjectives. So that's the difference on questions, based on questions. All right. So let's go to the last part of the lesson for today. I want you to, again, answer the attached worksheet. And I'm going to explain to you right now how to answer the worksheet for a minute. Socrative tomorrow, Monday. And let's click on this page right now. So this is your activity for tomorrow. I want you to answer this 1 to 5 and 6 to 10 here. This is question number 1. And then answer question number 2, grammar practice 1. It's 1 to 6. Grammar practice number 2. This is what I'm asking for in the video. Write 10 adjectives 1 to 10 here. Use your book or internet. Do not repeat the examples in the video. And also write 10 adverbs here 1 to 10. So this will be very quick. It's only 3 pages. I hope you can answer this and send it back to me in my email. So I think that's the end of our lesson for today. Thanks for watching. This is Mr. Johnson. Again, thank you and goodbye.